Welcome to Taco Tuesday. We're going to do tacos for dinner tonight, and we were supposed to do Happy Taco Tuesdays, but I'm doing Angry Taco Tuesdays. Angry cooking, because I came home to a disaster of a house one day into summer.
Yeah, these kids don't like cleaning. We're gonna have to start giving them chores.
So, Angry Tacos. Ozzy's chopping up the onions that we are going to saute before we add the hamburger meat.
We use onions in like everything.
They add delicious flavor.
So if you don't like onions, I guess don't add it.
Yes, always add the onions. If you don't like onions because they give you dietary issues, leave them out. If you don't like onions because you're a toddler, get over yourself. They add so much flavor to the dish. You have to have onions. Eat like a grown-up. Put an onion in it.
Really?
Unless, well, if it gives you indigestion, no, don't eat it.
You don't like onions just because I grow up and be an adult.
Yeah. Stop eating like a toddler.
So a lot of people out there right now are going to be offended that you called them a toddler.
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, toddler. All right. Those look nice and choppy. Thanks.
So in this household, we like two different shells. Melissa prefers the store-bought shells, and I prefer to make my own tortilla shells.
It's 3 against 1 in this house. Everybody prefers the homemade shells. They're good, and I love them when we have street tacos, when we do carnitas or carne asada or even chicken. I prefer those. But old-fashioned hamburger tacos, you got to get fast food shells for your fast food tacos.
For your angry tacos?
Yes. Angry tacos require angry shells.
I don't know about this angry stuff. She's getting angrier in her older age. So this is an easy, quick, no-nonsense meal to make when you get off of work and your kids don't clean the house and you want to choke them because they've been home all day and
I couldn't even walk through the laundry room, which we have to walk through to get into the house. And they wanted me to be proud of them for doing laundry. Okay, yeah, I'm super happy that you did your own laundry. But can you make it so that others can enter the house?
Now, mind you, for the people who have little kids, obviously they shouldn't do laundry or dishes, but they should do chores if they're older. Like the older kid right here walking in here.
Laundry and dishes.
Thank you for doing laundry and dishes today.
Thank you for giving you a place to live.
Are you going to the sleepover?
I might not have one.
Oh, come on.
Where's that?
At that neighborhood that Grace went to for photos, like first year or something.
You get to hear all of our conversations as we make dinner.
In North Bend? Oh, right here.
As we talk to our youngest, who's going to a birthday party because summer started. And
You want a taco before you
she's
go?
a teenager.
No, I made myself a sandwich before I left the baby. I put the onions or the jalapenos and I had to take like 4 Altoids before I left.
What bread did you use?
It was all sitting over there.
We're having a whole conversation here right now.
We can edit it out.
Us talking to our daughter. No, we're leaving it in.
Okay.
They get to see all the craziness that goes on in here.
That's boring. We're very boring.
All the nonsense. So now what are you doing?
I'm sauteing onions until they're translucent. Lightly toasty brown.
We've got a pound of hamburger meat.
Yes. And what, half an onion?
About a half an onion. McCormick has made Taco Tuesday easier. You get this at Costco, like $4.
If you don't have that, you can use chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, and make your own. But we like the taco seasoning, so we use it. It's not necessary. You can do it without it, but if you're going to have Taco Tuesdays as often as we do, we have Taco Tuesdays, Taco Thursdays, Taco Saturdays. We go through the seasoning.
It's a quick meal to make, easy, not a lot of fuss. Get in and out like a bank robbery when you're making it. 30 or so minutes.
Oh, I would say 20.
20 minutes, and
This is the longest part right here.
you're ready to go. These shells take a while.
What are you frying them in?
So just to light some oil, vegetable oil, olive oil, and
Which do you prefer?
vegetable oil. And so you put it in the pan, let it kind of get hard, the shells, and I kind of flip it to start the process of it hardening. And then I open them up a little. I don't know if you can see, but I will show you. I opened it up a little so to give the nice taco shell opening that shape. And you just do that. Cook them till they get somewhat hard. You don't have to get them crispy, or you can crisp them up to your taste. But other than that, it's simple. So I'm going to go ahead and film this. And then Melissa will talk to you about the taco meat. And then we'll fast forward it and you'll see the end. The end product.
You said you were going to film the whole thing, all the boring stuff included.
I don't think people want to see the craziness.
That's exactly what they want to see. They're here for the boring. They're here for the...
The boring or the crazy?
There's no crazy. All just boring. I will say, when you're sauteing the onions, once they hit the translucent phase and they start doing the toasting, not toasting, but that golden brown phase, it goes very quickly, and then you have burnt onions.
So I'm going to show them what your onions look like.
Okay.
If you have vertical, you probably passed out now from me moving the camera.
So these are translucent, starting to head towards golden brown, which is what I want. Now your raw onions, depending on the type of onion, we use a standard yellow onion. Sometimes we use a sweet onion. This is just a yellow onion. When they are raw, they do have a sharper flavor. Poignant? What's the word I'm looking for? Pungent?
Pungent?
It's not a pleasant word to describe food.
Depends on what you're eating.
They're definitely, cheese is pungent and that's delicious. But they're definitely stronger when they're raw, and then as you cook them, the flavor definitely goes more mild, and then into the toasty. This is perfect toasty sauteed onions right here. This is when you want to add your fresh pound of hamburger meat, and these onions will literally melt into this hamburger meat.
You won't taste them or really even notice that they're there.
No, they're a flavor enhancer though.
We do use a lot of onions, and most of the time, I don't notice, unless they're bigger, that they're there. So we're going to attempt to keep on putting up more and more videos of us cooking, of us doing stuff. If you see some or you have a recipe you want us to try, go ahead and shoot us a little message. Try this recipe. I know I've used Facebook a few times to get a few recipes of stuff I want to try on my own.
I said fresh. This is not fresh. This is frozen.
Hamburger. Yeah. The normal everyday life struggle of getting home, taking out hamburger meat out of the freezer,
Yeah.
because you
Well,
didn't take
it's
it out
fine.
for night.
It's cooking fine. I just laughed that I said fresh when it's not. Salt, also a flavor enhancer. Don't be shy. Fresh ground pepper. I used to make super spicy tacos that I loved, and then everybody complained that they were too hot because they're all wimps.
I went a little crazy on this super hot tacos.
So I've backed off, and I don't add any spice to my taco seasoning anymore. I just add it when I put it on my shell. They were good, spicy tacos.
They were hot. They hurt.
It hurt so good,
Nah,
you went back for more.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Okay, I like them. My mouth was saying no, but my tummy was saying yes.
No,
Until,
your tummy said no, your mouth said yes.
well, at one point in time, my tummy said no.
Why?
The next day, from all that spice.
I get it. So, we buy fast food taco shells, because that's how I like it. But in order to keep them crispy, they get stale very quickly once you open the package. So just heat your oven up and put them in for a minute or two, not any longer than that. Otherwise, you'll have burnt taco shells, and that's super annoying. But you heat them up 300 for a minute, they'll be crispy again, just like they're fresh. You could do that with tortilla chips too. If you have stale tortilla chips and a crowd of people coming over, they'll never know you feed them stale food. Just kidding, I would never do that.
You have.
No, I haven't. Just to you.
See? You have done it.
May I have the taco seasoning, please? There are instructions back here to tell you exactly how much taco seasoning to put in. For 1 pound is 3 tablespoons.
Man, that would have been helpful a long time
One.
ago.
One? Really? You didn't know that?
Nah, I just did it by eye. I eyeballed it, like you're doing right now. I think you surpassed the
No way. That's 3. I counted.
the recommended.
If you get the packet in the store, it's usually just 1 envelope. You don't have to measure that out for a pound of meat.
So the taco meat's almost done. The shells take a little bit longer, my shells.
But what's a real crowd pleaser?
There you
Fresh
go.
garlic.
Yeah, that's our go-to.
Dropped it on the ground.
Garlic, onions. Garlic, onions. If you don't like garlic, you should grow up too.
Everybody likes garlic. The garlic makes your dinner smell so good. If you weren't hungry before, you'll be hungry after that.
Luna's hungry.
If you have a garlic press, put your garlic in with the garlic paper on it.
Garlic comes with paper.
Yeah, it's garlic paper.
Can you write on
The
garlic
peel?
paper? There you go.
Paper. Anywho, it'll stick right to your garlic press and pop right off. Pop. And then you don't have the garlic mess in there. And rinse and done.
And if your kids do it, make sure to remind them to clean out the garlic press when they're done. It is not fun to clean out
Dried
dried
garlic. That's true. It's a pain.
Then people running around, who was the last one that used a garlic press? And then everybody in the house at the same time goes, I didn't do it. This is an easy meal.
Oh, my chills.
Oh, look at that. She didn't burn them.
I didn't.
Which, I have to admit, you burn with the best of them, babe.
Thanks. And then I'm turning the meat down to low. And I'm just going to let it simmer on low. Getting all the flavors from the seasoning and from the garlic and the onions together. And the meat's going to be perfect. By the way, I do use this straight bamboo wooden spoon. When I make the meat, I just, as it's de-thawing, gently chop like this, and it separates your hamburger into these little perfect.
As a person once told us when we made him taco
Taco salad.
No, tacos. When she goes, oh, this is like Taco Bell.
Your meat's just like Taco Bell. That's a great compliment.
So that person didn't get to eat tacos that day.
All right, I'm gonna grab plates for dinner. And you can top it with shredded cheese
Need the cheese.
and tomatoes. Green onions, olives,
And this. You need tacos hot sauce. We have like different hot sauces for different foods.
this is true. Sorry.
You have your sriracha for your Asian food, any kind of food that is Asian inspired. Tapatio for Mexican food. And Cristo, or as I like to call it, Cristal, for everything else.
We like Frank's hot sauce for chicken sometimes, but you could also use Crystal for that.
When you're making your hot wings.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good one to make a video of. Hot wings. Not the store-bought, already seasoned hot wings, but homemade hot wings. This week's been a whirlwind. We are now in graduation season. Our oldest has graduated from high school, and the amount of parties you have to go to
It's crazy.
is crazy. And then you still have to host your very own.
Saturday. You should just put a camera up and show how to do a party.
There you go. For cheap.
I wouldn't have added that.
I just added that. Doing a cheap party for our graduate.
We are not. We're doing exactly what she asked for.
I'm kidding. It's not cheap.
Okay? And tomatoes for your tacos. We don't always use shredded cheese. We almost never do, actually. We like to shred our own because we really like Tillamook. But
Tillamook is the best cheddar cheese.
yeah. But I needed this for
What are you-
homemade mac and cheese later on in the week, so
Yes.
I bought shredded cheese.
We'll do a
So we're
video of
using
that,
shredded cheese.
of how to make homemade mac and cheese. And when I say homemade mac and cheese, that is not your Kraft mac and cheese. I know some people out there that think mac and cheese is Kraft, Annie, any other ones that I'm missing. That's not real mac and cheese.
No, you can't have any of this.
As the dog comes in to see if we drop anything, she's like our vacuum cleaner.
Shop vac.
You want to say hi, Luna? She comes in, and then she goes back to her spot over there.
Don't show her she's got slobber on her face.
She always has slobber on her face.
Come here.
That is what she does.
Oh, it's a pretty puppy. You're the pretty puppy. Did somebody feed you?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you say did somebody feed you, you're supposed to, shouldn't you said, did Dad feed you? Oh, that show's ugly. Okay. We're done. We're gonna sit down and enjoy our dinner. Hopefully this helped you out on Taco Tuesday of our cooking class.
Cooking 101.
Cooking,
Taco Tuesdays.
is it a 100 class level or?
Yeah.
Today was a 100 level of cooking.
Yeah. Just the basics. Learn how to brown some meat.
Learn how to brown some meat. It's a lot of people out there that can't cook.
Yeah. Don't burn it.
Don't burn it.
Oh, medium to high heat, by the way.
On the hamburger, medium heat. On your oil, medium heat.
Medium high.
Medium. I go medium.
On your oil, on my hamburger, I go medium high.
Anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening. Talk to you later.